Hi guys, Kiswen here. Today I decided to tackle the subject of African education. African education has its set of rules, and I want to start by thanking my parents without whom this article would have never been possible. So without further ado, I bring to you the 10 commandments of African parents. Rule number 1. Your parents are always right. And if ever in doubt, press that rewind button over there and repeat what I just said. Your parents can make mistakes. They can have outdated information. They can be fooled by ignorant idiots. They can even joke. But if there's one thing you need to remember, adults don't lie and your parents never lie. It's just impossible. I know you like free things, but I'm sure a free return slap is not one of them. So just listen to what they tell you and don't complain. Number 2. You don't need to say I love you to show love. If you've grown up with real African parents, you know they don't think you're made of fine china. Sometimes you'll even wonder if they didn't pick you up somewhere and then regretted their decision. And in your teenage years as you're becoming your own person, it sometimes feels like they're trying to make you pay for not being perfect. But when you turn into that hard-working, responsible adult they taught you to be with unconditional love, you actually thank them for it. And when you have kids of your own, you forget about all those unicorns and rainbows you were hoping for and let history repeat itself with great life lessons embedded in unstated love. Rule number 3. Anyone who is or could be your parents should be treated as such. Don't let it cross your mind that you can do what you want because your parents are not around. In your African life, only Alice can go to Wonderland. Your parents have eyes and ears everywhere. They will know everything you're up to so well I'm sure they inspired Big Brother. You ask how now? Free detective services everywhere at all times. Between the friends and your family, your life is covered. Even your own siblings will snitch on you if they're offered the proper rewards. Tolu, if you tell me what your sister did last night, I will buy you a PlayStation.
Huh? PS2 or PS3?
Just answer my question.
She climbed the wall and went out with her friends.
Mama, where's my PlayStation? So you want me to pay you for being your parent now? You useless child. Erase yourself from my field of vision. So if there's one thing you need to remember, show everyone respect and don't get caught misbehaving. The African community spirit gives true meaning to the fact that it takes a village to raise a child. Number 4. Be the best. You come from the best. As they say, a fruit never falls far from its tree. We all know that 90% of African parents were all ranked first in their class. They excelled in every subject, especially math. It's just that it's been so long they can't even remember what calculus is. With this simple logic formula, I think it is safe to say that half of the class was ranked first and the other half dropped out to become successful entrepreneurs. In any case, your parents have advice for you. Being the best got them far in life, and you better get ahead of them. Number 5. Discipline begins with a talk and ends with a good beating. No matter how much they love you and never tell you because you're probably going to start thinking you're special and deserve favors, if you talk back or try to argue with what your parents believe is right, you're asking for trouble. This is a dictatorship, and they will rule it until the end of times. I think to the African parent, negotiating is for getting a pay increase from their boss, for buying cheap groceries at the market, even for getting away with the crime at the police station. But if you dare negotiate with your own child, that means you're giving them a free ticket to treat you like they're equal. Which brings us to our next commandment. Rule number 6. Your parents are not your equal. Don't ever make that mistake. They can be your friend with rules, you're confident with limits, your support system with no conditions. But tattoo this in your mind with permanent neurons. Your parents are not your equal. You need to respect them that way. They don't have to pay you back for giving you life, and you don't have to pay them back for taking care of your big head that is even considering that parent-child equality is a thing in their house. Rule number 7. Don't date until you're married, and don't marry until you have a university degree, a PhD preferably, and make sure this all happens by the time you're celebrating your 30th birthday. Ladies, your parents don't want to see your boyfriend unless you know this guy is about to put a ring on it. Actually, if you bring him to see your parents, make sure he's there to propose. And if they're not happy, you know rule number 1 by now. So check your return policy. Dump him, fix him, exchange him, do what you need to do, and try another day. Make sure you do this chap, because if you don't, they will find you the man of their dreams. If this happens, they have experience, so they know what they're doing. In any case, keep in mind that once you've become successful, once they've shown you off, your story becomes a broken record and they need to show off some grandkids. So if you are the beta version, make sure your kids are you 2.0 on steroids. No pressure. Rule number 8. Work hard so your parents can retire. African children are their parents' wealth. It's as if you were a living retirement fund. If you fail, they might call P Square to start singing. And you will never hear the end of it. But if you do good, your life might become a living tribute to Kanye West. Welcome to the good life. And very proud retired parents. And hopefully, you can take over the social welfare duty so they can really relax. Rule number 9. Obey your masters. As my mother puts it so well, when the donkey gives birth, she hopes to rest her back. If you can help lessen the burden of taking care of the household on your parents, you're a true blessing. But be prepared to run the most mind-blowing errands out there, like leaving one side of the house to go give them the remote sitting on the table where they're stretching their feet on the other side of the house. In case you were wondering, this video was produced in the year 2015, a time where slavery is considered absolutely unacceptable, and these are just considered African parental privileges. And last but not least, rule number 10. Don't disrespect ancestral beliefs. Admit it, we've all been there. No one knows where they come from, but everybody's scared of them, even a little bit. There's a lot of things you're not supposed to do that are recurring in many African cultures. Don't sweep at night, oh. Don't look into your grandmother's ear, oh. Don't whistle if you're a woman, oh. Don't eat in front of people without offering, or they will swallow their saliva and give you pot belly. And while nobody can explain it, everybody believes disobeying these rules will cause you to be cursed, to become ill, or even to kill someone. So think twice before you bring doom into your own life. In conclusion, I think African parents raise their kids with passion. They really put their heart into lifting them up more than just helping them grow up. With traditional and modern values, they literally raise you to meet universally admired standards of respect and appreciation for even the little things. If you follow the 10 commandments of African parents, the world will be your oyster, and you will be so blessed that you'll have extra blessings in your back pocket for emergencies. If you don't obey the 10 commandments, I don't even want to start that conversation. Good luck. Wait, I'm not done. There's a disclaimer. Following the 10 commandments doesn't mean you're perfect. In fact, as long as there are other kids on this earth, you will have room for improvement. And even when you're the last child standing on this planet, you will still have room for improvement because you'll need to be better than everybody else living on it. So keep working on perfection.
If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more and join the conversation on Twitter and Facebook. You can also check out our blog at www.sistatweet.com for some more great articles. Sign up and you'll get access to our latest and greatest content. On that note, see you soon.